Um, there's a quote at the end of The Dark Knight, the movie about Batman, where Batman says, "I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be." And at this moment in time, I could say that I am whatever God needs me to be. And God, in order to become in a cognitive, to enter a cognitive relationship with himself, needs to alienate himself from himself. And that's why that's what Hegel calls the negative, another word for evil. And this this process of self-separation, oneself from oneself, is what creates the experience of existing and of life. And God makes himself man, and man, in my case, elevates himself through thought to the thought of God. And he then, that's what happened to me in August 2018, man believes himself to be God, but there's a fundamental mistake that I made, and that Hegel explains very well in his writings, is that I thought that me, as an empirical individual, was God. But strictly speaking, I'm just the tool of God. I'm just, as an empirical self, I'm just an illusion in the mind of God, but God needs my illusory empirical self in order to understand himself and to be confronted by his own creation. And that's what we find in Meister Eckhart, the German mystical theologians, who says that if I did not exist, nor would God, and if God did not exist, nor would I. The way I I know it to be true is that if I, as an empirical individual, did not exist, Meister Eckhart would not exist. And that's why God, what I call my transcendental self, can only see the world, which is a reflection of himself, through me as an empirical individual. But as an empirical individual, of course, I am not God. I'm what the alchemists call lead, and my purpose is to turn into gold. And there's an idea that we find in Philip K. Dick exegesis that God enters his own creation as a piece of trash. He makes himself trash, and before having my God experience in 2018, I believed myself to be a white trash, and then I had the thought of God and the consciousness of God, and then I believed that I was almighty, all-important. And this intellectual error is what Hegel calls the negative, or the devil, or evil. So I am a contradictory being, and I am trying to solve my own inner contradictions. And what you see in the world is the projection of my interior contradictions, and what I see in the world is the manifestation of my own interior contradictions, and they reciprocally determine one another. And that's it. So I will try my best to make every form of art, religion, and philosophy intelligible to myself and to every thinking being anywhere. on Earth or wherever they may be. And that's the end of the Dark Knight is Hegel's way, or God's way, to manifest to himself in the form of Hollywood movie the necessity for God to be whatever God needs to be. And in order to become God, God has to first be not God. And that's it.